Aries. There's a narrow opening for Aries. Wait too long and it turns into noise. Draw a line. Up to here, a real opening can come in. Beyond this point, it has to become a choice or leave. With Mars active, the nearby field of words, exchanges, and environment can't handle theory anymore. It wants direction before reaction. It's a half-open door, a possible answer, an invitation not to put it off again. The real opening does not make a spectacle. The signal inside a real opening has to be recognized while it is still small. The stake is not arriving tomorrow with the feeling that you saw the right point and showed up too late. For Aries, strength is stopping before impulse chooses for you. If the real possibility stays on hold, tomorrow you may call chance what was a choice today. Move. Confirm the small step that keeps the best possibility alive. Save this before you let a door pass, simply because it doesn't make noise. Taurus. Don't pay with your presence just because talking about the price makes you uncomfortable. The bill does not always arrive as money. Today, an economic or emotional margin left open can cost rhythm, dignity, or mental space. With Mars active, the resources money value axis turns hot. Don't delay, but don't confuse strength with force. This is the moment when time and money speak the same language. Limit, measure, confirmation. If nobody names the bill, an economic or emotional margin left open risks becoming the usual advantage of whoever pushes best. For Taurus, calm becomes a trap when staying still costs more than choosing. If the cost stays implied, the day often sets a price that works better for others than for you. The real loss is seeming accommodating, while you are only giving up measure without ever addressing it. Move. If the boundary is real, write it or say it now, not after it has already been crossed. Replay this when a favor starts to look like an obligation. Gemini. Today, the sky doesn't reward those waiting for certainty. It rewards those who shape the first move. The proof is small. What changes when a block that needs moving stops being a conversation? Mars heats up the identity-body-presence axis. If you react just to discharge tension, you miss the point. It's a door that has been stuck for days, and today asks not for more understanding, but for a measurable act. Today, the strength is in moving one real piece, not building another explanation around the blockage. For Gemini, the risk is explaining the point beautifully and leaving it without action. The stake is stopping the habit of making a blockage respectable when it has already been surviving mostly on your politeness. The real loss is training yourself again to endure something that should have been moved. Instead, move. Choose the point that blocks the rest and reduce it today with one act that leaves a trace. Replay this when you're about to open the 10th explanation instead of the first useful gesture. Cancer. Don't confuse attraction with response. Today, the heart wants cleaner proof. The pressure point is there. An emotional pact still without form seems manageable until you realize it is setting the pace. Moon trine Juno. Inside the field of intimacy, shared resources, and transformation, the sky asks for less interpretation and more shape. It's a sentimental tension that can open real presence or make you buy peace with too much of yourself. The emotional signal only matters if an emotional pact still without form is not asking you to betray your center. The stake is not letting the need to feel chosen make you call love something that doesn't keep you whole. For Cancer, protecting everyone gets expensive when you lose your center at the point that matters. The risk is confusing intensity with direction. One thing lights you up, the other leaves you whole. Move. Name what you feel with precision, but don't give more presence than the other person can actually hold. Save this for the moment when the heart wants to run and dignity asks for measure. Leo. Before you hit send, look at what you're trying not to feel. The sun activates vision, travel, and bigger study. The choice cannot stay automatic. It's that message left open, the ready-made sentence, the finger hovering over send, because silence gets under your skin. The sharp version feels liberating. In reality, it can tie you to a direction you never truly chose. You do not need a fight. One badly phrased line can change the atmosphere. For Leo, the risk is using the reply to prove your worth instead of protecting presence and margin. A response can look small. Today, it can decide who holds the climate. Do you want clarity, or do you just want the silence to stop bothering you? Read it again. Cut one sentence. Keep only one decision open. Then reply. But first, remove the part of the sentence that wants to wound or win. Move. Make one concrete choice before you react. Replay this if a sentence feels urgent. It may just need cleaning up. Virgo. For Virgo, courage today does not make noise. It chooses, and that's it. The signal does not shout. It shows in the way an overdue task that needs unlocking changes your posture, tone, or pace. Mars shifts the day's weight onto the career role public direction axis. One clean move can free you. One impulsive move can cost you. It's a short scene with no poetry. One answer, one choice, one cut, and the blockage loses its aura. The blockage keeps looking huge as long as you speak to it from far away. Once you touch an overdue task that needs unlocking, its authority shrinks. For Virgo, detail only helps if it is not being used to delay that blockage. The stake is stopping the habit of making a blockage respectable when it has already been surviving mostly on your politeness. Postponing today may feel neat, but it gives more weight to the version of you that avoids. Move, close one door, send one answer, or shift one commitment. One thing only, but real. Send this to whoever needs to choose the right cut instead of the best excuse. Libra. Useful care today is not soft because it's weak. It's precise because pressure is real. Don't change the story, change the focus. A tiredness that deserves respect reveals the point that needs presence. With Venus on the work method health area, the sky measures how much value you give before asking for respect. This is a scene of real maintenance. Less heroics, more intelligence in protecting what keeps you clear. Protecting your energy today is not disappearing. It is stopping a tiredness that deserves respect from consuming the right choice. For Libra, balance today comes not from avoiding friction, but from giving the point a proper shape. The stake is protecting the living margin on which tone, response, and good judgment depend. The loss is not pausing a little. It is letting depletion show up later as a judgment error. Move. Protect 1 hour, one threshold, or one slow response. Today, recovery has to be organized, not hoped for. Come back here when calm feels less important than urgency. Scorpio. The stuck part of the day wants one thing: a clean cut. The personal stake is closer than it looks. A small but decisive gesture says what you are allowing without naming it. With Mars under pressure, the field of intimacy, shared resources, and transformation asks for a brief, precise move, not a position war. It's the open folder, the delayed reply, the point that only needs one act. For Scorpio, coolness matters today only if it gets you closer to the real point, not if it helps cover it better. Pressure becomes an ally when you use it to turn a small but decisive gesture into something verifiable. Today, the real defeat would be staying smart inside an impasse that has already asked for enough time. The price is not making the wrong move. It is getting good at explaining why you are not making one. Move. Choose the point that blocks the rest and reduce it today with one act that leaves a trace. Save this before you postpone again the gesture you already know is necessary. Sagittarius. The dangerous part is not an agreement. It's the automatic gesture it asks from you. The moon makes visible the point that should not be handled on autopilot. The risk does not shout. It disguises itself as peace. It's a sentence between two people, small enough to postpone, heavy enough to change the atmosphere. For Sagittarius, an agreement is not solved by widening the horizon. It is solved by choosing what to leave out. Quick peace is seductive, but a false yes does not save the bond. It makes it more opaque. The bond does not break because of one firm sentence. It gets dirtier when you call something vague peace. A false yes looks kind. Later, it asks interest from the bond. The strong move is a small truth, said before it becomes distance. Are you saving the bond or saving the face of the moment? Speak to one person. Say what you can truly sustain. Move. Make one concrete choice before you react. Replay this before you call a suspended sentence peace. Capricorn. Today, value is decided in a sentence you cannot leave vague. That is the hidden cost of saying yes too quickly. It looks courteous, but it shifts weight onto your side. Hold the scene steady. It is at one concrete point that a margin someone is using loses its ambiguity. Moon trine Juno. The point on the resources money value axis gets sharper when you stop treating it like a detail. Without a concrete measure, the conversation can sound polite while shifting the cost onto you. For Capricorn, the day asks for structure in service of truth, not just endurance. The stake is not letting social or emotional discomfort set the price in place of your judgment. Politeness loses value when it only serves to avoid a number, a time frame, or a boundary. Move. Turn the favor into clear conditions right away, so you can tell whether it is still healthy or not. Save this if you need reminding that practical clarity is not cruelty. Aquarius. If a price still unnamed stays unmeasured, someone will use your silence as a discount. The day leaves you two doors open. In one, you keep peace for an hour. In the other, you keep respect for the real point. With Venus in front, the resources money value axis is not neutral. What feels good must also respect you. This is the point where value stops being theory and asks for a simple, verifiable sentence. Unspoken value does not stay neutral. It becomes surrendered margin, gifted time, a price decided by someone else. Today, the real loss is not looking rigid. It is giving away value without even naming it. For Aquarius, intuition only matters today when it lands and takes shape. If a price still unnamed stays vague with a polite tone, the price will be decided by whoever insists more. Move. Ask for the number, measure, or detail before you offer emotional availability as an advance. Send this to whoever needs to understand that badly bought peace becomes debt. Pisces. Today, you do not have to win the day. You have to get back a piece of breath. Picture the final scene of the day. Do you want to see a need to return to your center still open, or a response that leaves you more whole? Moon trine Juno. Inside the home root's emotional base area, the sky shifts attention to the point you can't keep vague anymore. It's a day that can stay intense outside, but it asks you not to spend your last margin as if it were endless. When you remove pressure in the right place, a need to return to your center gives back more clarity than another test of endurance would. For Pisces, the day rewards you if you turn intuition into action, not just atmosphere. If you keep treating recovery as optional, the day can close with more presence lost than real results. Untreated tiredness does not disappear. It turns into tone, choice, and the wrong answer. Move. Choose one concrete form of care, not a promise to recover later. Save this before you call strength what is really just depletion.